Class 12th subject physics 11th chapter magnetic materials. From this chapter let us see the magnetic moment of an electron revolving around the nucleus of an atom. So we know that the electrons revolve around the nucleus in circular orbits. When these electrons are revolving around the nucleus, it will give rise to current, because when the electrons are in motion, it gives rise to the current. So in order to obtain the expression for this magnetic moment of an electron revolving around the nucleus of an atom, let us consider an electron having charge E and mass me revolving in clockwise direction along the nucleus of the atom. Then let I be the current due to the motion of this electron. As electron is moving in clockwise direction, the current will be set up in anti-clockwise sense. Due to this, there will be magnetic moment possessed by this loop, and therefore in this case m orbital represents orbital magnetic moment, which is directed in the upward direction perpendicular to the plane of this orbit. Similarly, L represents the angular momentum of that electron, which is directed in the downward direction. Again, it is perpendicular to the plane of the orbit. Let R be the radius of this circular orbit along which that electron is revolving. So if you consider any current loop, then for that current loop, the magnetic dipole moment is given by the formula. So for a current loop, magnetic dipole moment M equal to Ia, that is the product of current and area of that loop. Now here, when the electrons are revolving around the nucleus in a circular orbit, then that circular orbit carrying current will be treated as a tiny current loop, and therefore for that current loop M is equal to Ia. Now if you consider that electron which is revolving around the nucleus, the electron revolving in an orbit will be equivalent to a tiny current loop, and the magnetic dipole moment is given as M equal to Ia. Now for that revolving electron, let phi be the speed of that electron along this circular orbit. Then R is the radius of its circular orbit, and therefore the current for that revolving electron, the distance covered in one circular orbit will be equal to circumference of that circular path, that is 2 pi r, and for that the time taken by it will be the period, that is capital T. So that revolving electron will cover distance equal to 2 pi r, that is circumference of that circular orbit, in period capital T, and therefore the orbital speed of that electron will be given as orbital speed phi is equal to 2 pi r upon T, that is distance upon time, that is circumference upon period. Now the current set up due to the motion of the electron is given as current is equal to charge per unit time. Now charge is equal to E and time equal to T, therefore current I will be equal to E upon T. Now we know that time period and the angular velocity omega are related as T is equal to 2 pi by omega, and omega will be equal to phi by r, and therefore we can write current I is equal to E upon T, that is equal to E omega upon 2 pi. So E is as it is, 1 by T will be equal to omega upon 2 pi, and therefore that will be equal to omega will be replaced by phi by r, and therefore I will be equal to EV upon 2 pi r. So this equation will represent the current through that circular loop, and hence the orbital magnetic moment possessed by that loop will be given as m orbital is equal to Ia, that will be equal to I is nothing but EV upon 2 pi r, so EV upon 2 pi r into A will be the area of that circular loop of radius r, that is pi r square, and therefore we will get, simplifying it, half EVR, that will be the orbital magnetic moment. So orbital magnetic moment of that electron will be equal to half EVR. Now for this electron, if you consider this electron, then for this electron angular momentum will be, angular momentum which is given as L is equal to MEVR. Me is the mass of the electron into speed into radius of orbit. So L is equal to MEVR, and therefore we can write orbital magnetic moment m orbital equal to half EVR into, so orbital magnetic moment is half EVR. We have to make some adjustment, and that's why it is multiplied and divided by mass of the electron, that is Me, and hence we will get half EVR into Me upon Me. So that will be written as, rearranging the terms, E upon 2Me, so E upon 2Me into MEVR. But we know that MEVR is nothing but L, and therefore orbital magnetic moment will be equal to E upon 2Me into L, where L is the angular momentum of that revolving electron. From this relation it is clear that orbital magnetic moment is directly proportional to the angular momentum of that electron, because E upon 2Me, that factor is constant, and therefore in factor form we can write m orbital is equal to E upon 2Me into L. So as we have seen that the orbital magnetic moment of that revolving electron is directly proportional to the angular momentum, but as the electron has negative charge, the orbital magnetic moment and the angular momentum L are in the opposite direction, that is orbital magnetic moment is directed in the upward direction, angular momentum is in the downward direction, and both are perpendicular to the plane of this circular orbit. Now the ratio E upon 2Me, this ratio E upon 2Me is called as gyromagnetic ratio. It is called as gyromagnetic ratio. It is the ratio of charge of electron divided by 2 times its mass, and therefore it is called as gyromagnetic ratio. Now if you consider L, that is angular momentum, L is equal to MEVR, that is equal to NH upon 2 pi. Now how it comes? So in this case we have to use Bohr's theory of hydrogen atom. So according to Bohr's theory of hydrogen atom, for an revolving electron in circular orbit, the angular momentum of the electron is integral multiple of h upon 2 pi, where h is Planck's constant. So for any revolving electron, the angular momentum of the electron is integral multiple of, that is n times h by 2 pi, and therefore the orbital magnetic moment m orbital will be given as E upon 2Me into L, E upon 2Me into L. So that will be equal to E upon 2Me into L means NH upon 2 pi, NH upon 2 pi, N represents 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on, that is orbit number, and therefore rearranging the terms we can write orbital magnetic moment m orbital is equal to ENH upon 4 pi me. So this will represent the magnetic dipole moment, that is orbital magnetic moment of the electron revolving in nth orbit. Now For first orbit, instead of nth orbit, if you consider first orbit, for first orbit n will be equal to 1, and therefore we will get m orbital is equal to EH upon 4 pi me, EH upon 4 pi me, and hence from this the quantity EH upon 4 pi me, this quantity is called as Bohr magneton. It is Bohr magneton denoted by Bm. In short, it is written as Bm. The magnetic moment of an atom is stated in terms of Bohr magneton, that is Bm. Now, if you consider the Bohr magneton, that is EH upon 4 pi me, if we put the values of all, that is EH pi me, and if you calculate its value comes out to be 9.274 into 10 raised to minus 24 ampere per meter square. So that is the value of Bohr magneton. Similarly, we know that E upon 2me is the gyromagnetic ratio. E upon 2me. If we put the values of E and me, then the value of gyromagnetic ratio comes out to be 8.8 into 10 raised to 10 coulomb per kg. 8.8 into 10 raised to 10 coulomb per kg.